Hi, my name is Dr. DeGallier, here at Hennepin County Medical Center. Sorry, Hennepin Healthcare. The greatest county hospital in all of Hennepin County. As an intern class, we've decided to embark upon an ambitious project. Though this has been a difficult year for all of us, I have to say the most difficult part has been actually keeping this a secret from our colleagues, our patients, our attendings, the administration, and God forbid, the FDA.
After a few weeks, we started to notice a lot of patterns in the patients that we were seeing. I mean, how often do you see a person that's on both aspirin and atorvastatin? So as interns, we're trying to juggle writing notes and our patients and putting in orders. It would just be nice not to have to worry about the medicine at all, and that's what this is all about.
So I'm not the most outgoing guy this year. It's not because that I'm just not social or don't want to be friends with people, but I've just been really having a hard time keeping it secret. So now I'm super excited that we're going to be able to share this with everyone.
So over the last decade, we've seen drug manufacturing companies moving towards combination pills, such as amlodipine atorvastatin, there's atorvastatin valsartan, and not only is that maximizing patient satisfaction and compliance, but most importantly, it makes a crap load of money.
To make our dreams come true, we've come together to develop one pill to solve all our problems. We did population studies, we offered a survey to all our clinic patients, we compared our pharmacy cohort to that of one in Norway, and we've come up with a solution. One pill to cut our census in half and keep everyone out of the hospital. We've asked some of our smartest faculty members to help give their contributions to what they'd like to see in our pill.
Well, first of all, I just want to say this is a fantastic idea. This is so emblematic of how helpful your intern class has been. You do so much for this hospital. Just really, really glad to have you in this program. As far as what should go into the pill, I think 10 milligrams, maybe 20 milligrams of Lasix would just be marvelous.
Every human being should be on nephrocaps.
Vitamin D and calcium for everybody. It's the most common vitamin deficiency in America. It has got to do with us being disconnected from our environment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that, there's no way to get people exercise.
Tylenol. I mean, I know it doesn't do anything for pain, but it's a hell of an antipyretic. It's much better than ibuprofen. I mean, it's like, are we avoiding nephrotoxins or are we not? Okay.
Thank you.
So Dan, down in the emergency department, I was just wondering what you guys use for headaches. We have a lot of patients that come in with that and it can be difficult to control.
Yeah, so there's a lot of data out there. In my experience, it's mostly anecdotal, that shows us that Zyprexa is effective for headache.
Oh, awesome. So we also have a lot of patients who come in with a complaint of nausea that can be from a number of reasons. What kind of stuff do you do for that?
Yeah, there are a ton of reasons that a patient could be nauseous, and Zyprexa actually is effective in addressing nearly 100% of those.
Right. We also have a lot of patients, whether it be in clinic or in the hospital, that come in kind of agitated, and you guys seem to be kind of experts in agitation. What can we do for that?
We use a lot of de-escalation techniques, verbal judo, as our primary interventions. For
really? That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that.
Just kidding, we use Zyprexa for that.
Oh, okay.
If you guys are putting all of that in this pill, you're gonna need a bowel regimen. Throw some Miralax in there.
5-10 milligrams of prednisone, they'll be fine.
Well, one of the reasons I love cardiology is you don't really have to think. You give them like 40 of aspirin, 10 of pravastatin, 2.5 of lisinopril, 12.5 milligrams of toprol XL, and you're done.
Well, I think to stay on brand, we should put homeopathic doses of gabapentin in there. Really, no evidence to prove it does really anything, but I prescribe it to nearly everyone, and they all seem to love me for it. What else? Well, as you know, I suffer from an affliction. male pattern baldness, but so I'd be kind of partial to throwing in some Propecia just for my own benefit.
After working with Dr. Fish for a month, I'm pretty sure metformin needs to be in there.
As with any amazing idea, it wasn't just smooth sailing. We met resistance from some faculty.
Is this a multi-poly pill? You know, there was a poly pill, and that was turned out to be bogus. This is a what kind of bullshit is that? Multiple medicines at once. We stopped haven't you heard of deprescribing? Multiple people are gonna fall. The ataxia, the lily pads are waiting for people. They're just waiting. Like standing on a lily pad? No, it's like 2 lily pads. How could people stand on 2 lily pads? That's impossible. Get that out of my pharmacopoeia.
Like any good intern would do, we took their thoughts, really digested their constructive criticisms, and then we ignored them and decided to proceed anyway.
So, as everyone knows, a key part of making any medicine is coming up with a catchy name, one that people will really remember. That's how you make those beaucoup bucks. So, we've been sort of spitballing some name options. I was partial to the county cure, or maybe Minnesota law.
Penicillin.
I don't know. Vitamin H.
Let's combine the names of everything that's in there. I think we should call it gabatorvacetamina nephro-calciferoforminolanzamlotapinolol.
Once we finally decided on a name, for our finishing touches, we decided to incorporate the old logo of this beautiful establishment to make our logo. So we used the helping hands of Hennepin and turned them upside down and used them as ends. We're pleased to finally introduce to you our combination pill called Hennicillin.